You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible.
Brother CJ, do you think that in this country, people should have access to a kind of basic level of quality or affordable health care?
You know, I think we do need to do that. I think the way that we do that is different than the way some people on the left have suggested through a single payer system. I think that the way we do that is by allowing people to buy healthcare across state lines, letting the free market work, driving down the cost of healthcare so that it's more accessible. It's a damn shame that in this country we have an infant mortality rate higher than some developing countries because of the lack of accessibility to healthcare that we have in this nation. Republicans have dropped the ball on that issue. Democrats talk about healthcare all day long. They have these plans, even though they're bad plans. I don't endorse those plans. I don't like those plans. At least they have a plan for it. Republicans spent years talking about repealing Obamacare, but never came up with a solution to it. And so people were like, why don't Republicans care about healthcare? It's because we haven't talked about it enough and we haven't presented a plan to do it. So yeah, I agree with you. We definitely need to.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. So we're on one accord of that. Now, yeah, we might debate and disagree on how to get access, but let's get very specific and tune this in. In the recent package that was passed by the federal government, with the unified Republican lack of support in the state where you're now going to school, Alabama, Medicaid expansion would put 300,000 more Alabamans on the roll to get access to health care. It would also bring $900 million to Alabama, and this is taxpayer money. We all pay taxes in one form or another. $900 million, almost $1 billion to Alabama because the federal government would pick up 90% of the cost. The governor of Alabama, a Republican, Kay Ivey, has said that she's willing to consider it. And many of those folks, if not most of the folks who will receive access to the kind of health care that we both agree people should have in this country will be white. What's your thoughts on that? Should Alabama go for Medicaid expansion? Currently, it's one of 12 states that will not accept Medicaid expansion, all of them controlled by Republicans. But what do you think about that in Alabama, brother?
You know, I'll be real with you. I'm a big fiscal conservative. I think that, you know, every solution should be looked at. At the end of the day, we have to look at to what type of nation our next generation is going to inherit. You know, we can't keep spending and spending and spending and expecting no one to foot the bill because it's going to be my generation that has to do that. You know, I want to solve this issue. I want to ensure that everyone who wants healthcare has access to it in a way that doesn't explode the side of government and doesn't lead to a ballooning deficit. I don't know if Medicaid expansion is the way that we accomplish that. But I do believe that it's going to take both sides of the aisle coming together to really address this healthcare issue that we have in this country.
But before I go to Jane, CJ, did you express any opposition to the federal deficits when it blew up under Donald Trump?
Yeah, I've always been a fiscal conservative, and I think that I've been pretty consistent in that.
No. That's not what I asked you. Did you express when you were out there touting Donald Trump, saying 4 more years? Did you at any point say Donald Trump's exploding of the federal deficit in the last 4 years and all the Republicans who voted for those bills that exploded the deficit, they were wrong? Did you at any point say that?
I think there were Republicans that voted against some of those bills.
No. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Hold on. You say you're a fiscal conservative, right?
I am.
Were you were not aware of the exploding deficit with the bills passed by Trump and Republicans?
It's not about lack of awareness. As I said, I've always been a fiscal conservative and maintain that.
No, I'm saying, but did you ever say Republicans and Donald Trump, y'all are wrong for this exploding deficit?
My commitment to ensuring that America is a fiscally conservative nation has been steadfast.
No. But you didn't answer my question. It's very simple. I'm asking you a question. When you were out there championing Donald Trump, when you were at the Stop the Steal rallies, when you were there on January 6th, did you at any point say, by the way, y'all, I'm a fiscal conservative, Donald Trump, y'all have exploded the debt, y'all are making it harder for my generation, y'all need to rein in spending? Did you ever say that?
Well, as I said, I've been a fiscal conservative and maintained that. When Bernie Sanders was talking about expanding healthcare in a way that was going to cost $1 trillion.
I specifically asked you, did you ever criticize current Republicans and Donald Trump for exploding the deficit in the last 4 years? It's either a yes or a no, CJ.
Oh, that's an absolute yes. When these omnibus bills came through Congress, I opposed them. I thought they were stupid. I think you attach all these riders, all these crazy legislation in one big bill that's a must pass. It's bad for our country. It's why.
But you wanted 4 more years of Trump, right?
Well, 4 more years of a president who was going to bring about economic opportunity, ballooning job growth, record numbers on the stock market.
So that's interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. So you like the ballooning stock market, but you did not criticize him on the ballooning deficit.
Well, as I've said 3 times now, I've always been a steadfast opponent of anything that balloons our national debt.
But you supported the guy who was ballooning the debt.
For all 4 years that created jobs, a record number of jobs. We had more jobs in this country than there were people to fill them, Roland.
Got it.
That's a successful administration.
Got it.
God bless America, Roland.
Got it. I just find it to be curious. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.